one of the things I think is great about living in Wichita, Kansas, is that it's a community that's seeking input of our age group about where we want our community to go. And this is one of the avenues that we have to contribute to that. So I want you guys to be thinking and dreaming big today. I think the one thing that we'll say to ourselves when we're older is that we'll wish that we dreamed bigger now at this stage of our life. So I want to encourage you to really dream big, to challenge these things. What we have here on your table, you'll see the Visioneering Wichita document that came up. For those of you that don't know about it, it was created, and Susie's going to go into this also, so I hope I'm not stepping on your toes. In 2004, we had over 16,000 citizens that participated in the creation of this document. Basically, we went through several different steps. We started off with big town hall type meetings, do a bunch of stuff against the wall, and then we continued just to narrow it down to see what should really stick. Behind it were a couple things, and if you look in there, it's important to read the case for change, which is why we felt like we needed to have a 20-year plan. There's a couple things, a couple trends that we really didn't like, and one of those was per capita income was going down every year and was going down compared to the U.S. average income. And two, we were what was called a donor community, where we were experiencing what you might know as brain drain, where we were losing the people from our community to other communities rather than bringing more people in than what we were losing. And so we went after, we broke this into 7 benchmarks, right? 8.
He's just still new.
I'm still learning. 8 benchmarks, and under each of those benchmarks are strategies of how we're going to achieve those goals. And so this is a living document. We don't want it to be old and gather dust on a shelf somewhere, that what was relevant in 2004, as time changes, things go on, and moves away from that, it's not relevant anymore. We're going to look at this every 5 years and go through this RQ process. Review, revise, refocus. Make sure that it's relevant to where we're at now. As new things pop up, we weren't thinking as much about green in 2004 as we are now. And as our community changes, we want this to be relevant to where we want to go. So that's why we're here today. We want to look at this. We want to make sure it's still intact. There's things we want to keep in here. There's things we probably need to toss out. There's successes that we've accomplished. And we are just really excited to see kind of through this public input process where we end up. But we definitely need young professionals engaged every step of the way, and we're glad to really have a time that's primarily focused on young professionals dreaming about where we want to go.